Hi there, where did you meet your husband or wife? What was that story like? Have you told that story? Have you told it often? Do your kids know? Do friends know? It is really, really important to tell your story. My wife and I met actually on equallyyoked.com. I know that probably makes you laugh. It does us. Kelly actually doesn't like that at all, but my wife Kelly. But we met on equallyyoked.com. We were in the same general area, about 45 minutes apart, and she had joined because she was at a place where she was wanting to meet somebody, but wasn't really sure. And I actually got a job there, teaching relationship classes and doing counseling and stuff like that. And then she emailed one day, and what's wild is from that email, a week later we met face to face, and 10 months later we were married. Now, the problem with that story is for some of us parents even, we just are appalled at the dating practices and the strategy or lack thereof of young people today. This is important. This is why this needs to be something intentionally taught, discussed. We need to go into the stories. We also need to remember that our children, their love stories will be different, and our friends will be different. But one of the most important pieces of the puzzle is that foundation as to why I do what I do and why I don't do what I decide not to do. So building in that kind of ethos. When my wife and I met, she owned her own house. She had a great job. She had a great family. She didn't need me at all. Yet, if we're not careful, get wrapped up in the knight in shining armor or rescuing someone. And honestly, the truth was the exact opposite. I was in and out of hospitals and unhealthy. And if anything, she rescued me, and God is good. But this journey and this story starts with all these decisions that we make prior to even meeting them. And then when we meet, we continue that story, yet we're still not married. And for some of us, we did that with a lot of people. So we made a lot of mistakes. How bad? Oh, that can be scary sometimes. And then it leads to that day that we decide to say I do. We have this wedding. How much debt did you go into for that wedding? And then you build a marriage. How much did you invest in actually preparing for marriage? And I see that that's also another one that very few invest in. So your story matters. How you put these pieces together matter. And I would love to see you intentionally build this, to find the right team of people to surround you, to help encourage you. Now, a key piece of the puzzle for us was the community that I had was actually still unstable. I had just moved to the area. The community that my wife had was very stable. And so they were key people kind of vetting whether I was safe and whether this was a good idea or not. And my wife trusted their judgment that I would even dare say she put their opinion about whether we should proceed towards marriage above even her own. Who do you have in your life like that? Right now, a lot of you are listening to advice even from friends about how your marriage is, maybe even online on forums. And careful with that. There's a lot of people that give very unbiblical advice and give advice based off emotion. That is the worst place for us to go to and to listen to. Because honest truth is when we're really frustrated, that's what we want to hear, and we follow it and we go with it, and the consequences fall. So be careful who you listen to. Be careful who you follow. And remember that this is such an important decision. I hope this is encouraging. I hope this is something that's helpful for you as you continue to build your love story and hopefully make this an amazingly healthy marriage that impacts you, your health, and your family. Hey there, this is Dr. Corey Gilbert, and I hope this was helpful for you. I hope this was challenging. And if you are interested in a consult, go to drcorey.org or message me and let's book something immediately so we can actually get things moving. So drcorey.org, drcorey.org, and let's book something or private message me. So glad you're in the inner circle. I look forward to more conversations. Post questions here as you want, as you desire, and let's talk, let's dialogue. There may be others in this group that actually are struggling with the same thing and could be encouraged by your question, because they're not alone, and also the answers. I also encourage you to answer it to others as well, and engage in that dialogue to be a place of hope. And we really want to be that. So bless you. Again, Dr. Corey Gilbert here. Talk to you soon.